Shruti ma'am, Modern English School, New Area, Navada. Yesterday I have sent the video that made on Amanda, but I feel that another video it is necessary for you that where that rhyming pattern and poetic devices will be that discussed. Another thing that Amanda, there you will find that total 7 stanzas are there, and first stanza, that is the guardian, he or she or both of them, they are scolding the girl named Amanda, and second stanza, that what the girl is thinking, Amanda what she is thinking, and again that third stanza, again that the guardian or the mother of the girl, she is scolding Amanda and instructing her to do something, and again fourth stanza, Amanda is thinking that in her mind what she wants to do. Actually here Amanda is 10 years or 12 years girl. Why? How did you get the, how we can get the, how can we say this? Because that here that you see that Amanda, she is thinking about herself, that she, if she would be Rapunzel or if she would be like mermaid. These are the characters of fairy tales, and that very small children, they will not read this type of fairy tales. So a little bit elder or older children, they will read that. So generally 10 to 12 years old children, they read this type of characters, this type of fairy tales. And another thing, you just one another indication is there, that why Amanda is eating chocolate, because it will increase the acne on her face. So when the acne are starting to come out on our face, when that the children are of 10 or 12 years old, from then gradually the acne are coming. Okay, so you can, that's why you can tell, you can say that Amanda is of 10 to 12 years old, and that always that this poem is made in this way, that first stanza, that in the very beginning guardian is scolding, and second stanza, that see here Amanda is so helpless, and she is not telling or arguing or doing anything. In her mind she is imagining that if she could be like that, because she is also very much irritated, she is also getting very much disturbed, and what she wants to be a mermaid, and emerald sea means that is deep sea, and sea is how large the sea is, we cannot able to imagine, and only one person that will be the mermaid, that will be the that Amanda, she wants to live over there silently. Here that the whole poem you will find that Amanda doesn't want to be that with her a single person. Say how much she is irritated, how much she is just frustrated, that she doesn't think in her imagination also any one friend or anybody else. Totally she wants to be alone, totally she wants to be lonely. So that's why that in the contrast of the scolding of the guardian and the reaction of the child's mind, what that are happening. So this is your poem, and already I have told in the video. Now come to the rhyming pattern. Say first stanza, that is last word is Amanda, Amanda, and straight then Amanda. So easily Amanda Amanda A, and second verse, that is straight, that's why that is B, and last one C. So rhyming pattern is first stanza A, B, A. Second stanza, all are see me blissfully. So E. This is the rhyming, that sound of last word. So you can easily use C. See, all the all the stanzas, that is first stanza, third stanza, fifth stanza, or other, everywhere Amanda is common. So everywhere you have to take A, and when that is different, suppose third stanza, Amanda shoes Amanda. So here A. So C, already you have taken the letter as symbol in stanza 2. So here you have to take D. So A, D, A. Okay, A, D, A. And fourth stanza, street, feet. So here it will be A, B, C, D. So it will be E. Okay, street, feet, E. So I am just telling you the I have shown you the way how to find out how to make. So this way you have to make. Now I am coming to literary devices. Literary devices, already I have sent you the previous videos, that which one is called what. Now you have to find out the what sort of literary devices are used over here. And already I have told you that 2 or 3 consecutive lines, when that in the very beginning same phrase or same words are being used, they will be called as anaphora. So first stanza you say that don't bite your nails, don't hunch. So it will be anaphora. And then I told that alliteration, repetition of consonant sound. So that stop that slouching and sit up straight. So here S sound, that is consonant sound, that is common, it has been repeated. So this is called alliteration. Allusion means when some well-known fairy tales characters or these types of imaginary characters are used, they are called allusion. So here in your poem Amanda, you said that mermaid, that is fairy tales character, imaginary character. Rapunzel, that is also fairy tales character, imaginary character. So that's why it is used over here as allusion. What are the where that allusions has been used, that is mermaid, Rapunzel. Then metaphor and simile, that both that here that when that we compare two things, when we compare two things with each other, then it is called similarity. And that when we use like or as, when we are comparing, then it is called simile. When that as and like is absent but we are comparing, then it is called metaphor. So you see that second stanza, that emerald sea. Emerald is actually one green colored gem, and that the sea water, that the color of the sea water is just like that the green color of emerald, the gem. So that's why it is metaphor. So here in other stanzas you will find in that way the usage of metaphors, usage of allusion, usage of alliteration, as well as where that you yourself will find out. That I have started, I have shown you that how to do that, and now you do it yourself. Okay, and obviously I think that soon that 9th 10th classes will be started. So soon that we will meet together, and I will not listen any argument that the lessons we have completed, all the students, they must have their fair copy complete. Okay, thank you everybody, stay safe, and again thank you.